want to be respectful of your time, but there's a couple more
Sure.
things that I think would be valuable to get to. I'm going to kind of smash two of them together. It's kind of coming back to some of our time pre-call, just talking through a couple of things. One, we were talking about a couple of things that you think like employers should really be listening for when it comes to their current broker or considering future broker.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to wedge this into some of the new like can of worms being opened with employees suing their employers for lack of fiduciary responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think those two kind of mesh together because employers are going to have to start doing things differently. And they're going to have to start paying attention to what they're doing. They're going to have to quit just accepting their 20% rate hike and saying that's just what our insurance did, because people are going to start catching winds like, oh, well, you didn't even try to negotiate or whatever. So what are some things like if you get a broker in front of you, we got some employers listening and they're considering their current broker or a future broker, what are some things they really need to watch out for, especially considering they need to be paying attention to how they're managing this in a responsible way so they don't find themselves in a Wells Fargo or Johnson & Johnson situation.
Oh, man, that stuff's coming. I mean, they're going to go after those big boys first, right, to set the law, and then they're going to start looking down market because it's all money, right? Once that gets set. So yeah. So, okay. Real quick, right? That fiduciary responsibility, you have to manage your plan funds, the health plan with the same kind of fiduciary responsibility that you do for like a 401k, right? 401k guys, they get in trouble because they don't move the money fast enough. Well, healthcare is a lot more complex. There's a lot more ways. Wells Fargo, it's over their pharmacy costs. That's really the big sticker is like, they did not do a great job holding that PBM accountable. And they're in trouble. They really are. So this is kind of the reporter in me I'll give you some questions to kind of look for, some things that help smoke you out just to get that broker relationship right. It is, beware, just like with politicians and promises, right? Beware of brokers and their magic wands and their secret formulas and their special relationships that they all, right? Insurance is a regulated product. There's no special insurance. Nobody has secret insurance. Nobody has secret access to one thing or another. Okay. They just don't. They may know about something, but they don't have special access to it. They don't. But that's not how any of the vendors work. That's just if it were me and it was my business, anybody comes in claiming secret powers or special magic wand stuff, the absolute do not pass go, do not collect $200, get out. That's the big one. And then the other one is remember your fiduciary responsibility as an employer. It's yours, not your broker's. He does not have it's yours. You have it. So if we're not marketing and taking a look at the aspects of your plan, if you're on the sort of set it and forget it, easy button, hey, don't worry about it, kind of mentality, that should be a flashing red light for you that somebody's asleep at the switch, right? And because it's just like, again, things change. There is always, your broker should be looking at your data and your claims and the market and where things are. That's their job. That's what you're paying them for. And if they're not doing that and you're not given you that clear line of sight into your costs, what's driving it, and what your options are kind of every year and throughout the year. I mean, I've run into groups that, I said, how did you set your reserves for your funding plan? They said, oh, we just base it off what we did last year. Like, no, don't do that. That's financial malpractice. Don't do it. That sort of stuff. So those are the two big ones that I would tell you is beware of magic wands and easy buttons and special formulas and relationships, because they don't exist. It's all smoke and mirrors. And then, beware of the easy button and don't let people get lazy and demand your data. It's your data. Demand it. You should see it. Your finance people should know what it is. And you should have that clear line of sight every month, every quarter, every year into as that data comes out, right, into what's going on in your plan, into what's going on with your group. Don't just get on we went through open enrollment. Whew, thank God. Now we can forget about it for another 10 months. Don't do that. Don't let your broker do it either.
Yeah. No, I think that's really, really valuable insight. Human beings, there's just a tendency for complacency. And I think people say healthcare is broken. I say it is functioning exactly as it is designed. It is a flawless operation. It's just a racket. And so, when you add complexity to complacency, it's a recipe for disaster. So